Hi, I'm Dia. Welcome back to 30-Day Yoga Party, Day 8. Today we have a deliberate, slow flow for you. So have two blocks handy and your yoga strap, and I'll see you on the mat. Hi, friends. Have a seat on your mat in easy pose, Sukhasana. Let your shins be crossed in front of you and bring your hands to your knees. And we're going to get the party started right away. I want you to inhale as you reach your sternum forward, arch through your back, lift your gaze slightly. You can use your hands to help you with this. And then exhale, round through your spine, chin to chest, a seated cat-cow here. Good. See how far you can go back, stretching through your back ribs here. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From this rounded position, start to circle your ribs clockwise. Oh, yeah. Getting every single inch of this circle, like you're scraping the inside of a batter bowl with your ribs. You might have heard me say that before. Good, and reverse. We're making really intentional movements here, but can you find an easy breath, inviting, ease to something that's deliberate? Reverse. Inviting ease to something that's deliberate. That's like our life's work, isn't it? We work hard, we plan, keep going back and forth here. But if we were just so rigid about the control we have over everything, we'd forget that, I don't know, there's beauty in life and there's room for other things too. Good. One more time in the opposite direction. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. Find yourself in a nice, comfortable seat. We're going to cross our right leg over our left. I'll face you to start, and then I'll rotate here. So pull this bottom heel, your left heel, toward and tuck it in towards your right hip. And then the ball of this right foot, to the best of your ability, is pressing down into the floor. Okay, hold that thought. I'm going to rotate. One of these days when we get the big bucks, I'll have like a separate camera here, a second camera, so that I can just stay where I am and you can get lots of angles. But until then, we will make do with what we have. Good. We're going to take a twist. So tense your left fingers. That's a lie. Take your right fingers to the floor. Lift your left hand long to the sky. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bring this left elbow outside of your right knee and thigh. Tense your right fingers to the earth behind you. And then gaze back over your right shoulder. Or at least keep that intention. Whew. Usually I invite us just to hug our knee to our chest in a twist like this, which is not quite as deep a rotation, a twist, as this is. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. But we're really going for it today. Go ahead and release that. Moving to Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So staying here, see if you can slide your top knee on top of your bottom knee. Do your best here. And then separate your feet away from each other. Again, see if you can still keep this right hip grounded down. Reach your right hand to the sky, bend at your elbow, and bring your palm to your spine. And then swim your left hand behind you. The back of your hand slides up your spine. And then if you can, interlace or lock your hands together. Go ahead and hold hands with yourself back here. If you can't quite make that, that's okay. Keep that back palm pressed to your spine and this top hand pressed at the top of your spine, and just stay right there. Hoofa, this one is tight today. Breathe in and breathe out. Can you allow some ease to this effort? Can you continue to breathe when things get tough? Good. Take one more inhale. And exhale, gently release your hands. You can uncross this top leg and then extend your legs long. Maybe you need to scoot back on your mat a little bit. Give them a little bit of a bounce. Let that blood circulation come back. Good. We have a lot of deep flexion happening in our joints in our legs, which might restrict that blood flow a little bit, but then when we extend our legs long, it just whoosh, starts going again. Awesome. Moving to the other side. So we will cross our left leg on top of our right. Pull this right bottom heel in towards our left hip, and then the sole of our left foot stepping into the earth. Good. So tense your left. Every time, tense your left fingers to the earth, reach your right hand long towards the sky. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, twist to the left, elbow coming outside of that knee or thigh, left fingertips tenting behind you. And really that energy, that zap, zap of the fingertips here, really sending down into the earth to help you find length through your spine. Good. Breathe in and stay for that breath out. So you think of wringing out your spine from your belly button or higher. Good. One more inhale. And exhale. Release that twist. Face towards the top of your mat, and then heel toe your feet away from each other, out toward the edges of your mat. Hopefully that is bringing your two knees stacked right on top of each other, or at least with that intention. To the best of your ability, let your left hip heavy towards the earth. And this time we'll reach our left arm up and bend at the elbow, palm at the top of your spine. Right hand swims behind you, and the back of your hand slides up. Good. Can't quite get my hands to hold in this side. Maybe you're noticing a difference on your left side as well. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, I got this, Dia. Either way, wherever you are finding yourself, take an inhale and exhale to stay. Good. Continuing to breathe through a potentially challenging pose. Take one more inhale and exhale. Good. Release your hands. Take your time. Uncross your legs. And again, send your legs long in front of you and bounce on through. Awesome. From here, bend your knees. Bring your palms behind you, fingers facing in towards your glutes. As always, if this is sort of intense, if you're very tight through your biceps, your pecs, your collarbone area, you can rotate those fingers out left and right. Okay, reverse tabletop, step your feet down, lift your pelvis towards the sky. See if you can lengthen through your elbows by pressing your palms down into the earth. Gaze up towards the sky. Pubic bone presses towards the sky. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Soften your hips Lower your glute to the earth and cross your ankles in front of you and come forward to a forward facing tabletop. Good. Stack your wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Take some easy cat-cows here. I always say cat-cow, but I notice that I always start with a cow. Does anybody else find that? Maybe I should call them cow-cats. All right. Fantastic. Find a neutral spine. I'm going to invite everybody to back up on their mat a little bit. Leave your hips over your knees and walk your hands forward, coming to puppy pose. In this, you want to bring your sternum, that space right in between your breasts or pecs, down to the floor, chin on your mat, and gaze forward. Yes. A deep back bend here. If this is a little too intense, you can always bring your forehead to the mat. Good. This has a little bit of a cow feeling in the low back. We are arching here. Good, but then reaching our fingertips forward. See if you can lengthen through the front of your ankles and press the top of your feet and shins towards the floor. Take an inhale and exhale. Good. Press your palms, forearms, elbows to the earth to help walk your hands close to you. Again, find a nice neutral tabletop position here. See if you can energetically feel your tailbone, the space right in between here, reaching back as the crown of your head reaches forward. Beautiful. From here, lower your left elbow, forearm, palm, lower your right, step left foot back, right foot back. Oh boy, forearm plank. Really nice, my friends. Feel the way your elbows are pressing down into the floor. Good. And then squeezing energetically towards each other. So they're not actually moving to the eye, but this energy of the down and towards each other. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower your knees for a second. Okay, we're going to come to a dolphin pose. So leave your forearms, palms as they are. I want you to tuck your toes and press into a downward facing dog shape with your forearms to the earth. I know. And then you can walk your feet forward just a little bit. So you still have this feeling of elbows pressing down and forward as your chest reaches towards your thighs. It's a similar sensation, but our arms are different. Similar sensation to downward facing dog, that is. Really nice. Take an inhale and exhale. Step your left foot to the middle of your mat. Yes, and lift your right leg up towards the sky. You can do this. You might be saying, Dia, you are crazy, but you got this. Beautiful. Stretching that heel away from your hip. Take an inhale and exhale to float your foot down to the mat, right to the middle. Then you're going to lift your left leg up and back. Continue to press those elbows, forearms, palms down and forward. Your left heel reaching away here. Take an inhale. And exhale, float your foot down, lower your knees to your mat, and press to child's pose. Maybe, though, you'd like to bring your hands back toward your heels and let your shoulders round forward as your forehead rests on the earth. Really nice work. Good. Start to round up through your spine. And then come up to your knees. Bring your hands to your waist. Let your knees be hips width distance. Good. Okay, and from here, I'm gonna let us tuck our toes so we have a little bit of an shorter distance to go. We're taking a half camel. So from here, reach your right hand to the sky, finding lots of length here. And almost like you're trying to reach to the ceiling. Lift your gaze towards your fingers, and then your left hand is gonna reach back and take hold of your left heel. Good. So those fingers reaching up towards the ceiling, press your pubic bone pelvis forward. And then your left hand is anchored at your ankle. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Come on up. Oh, reach two hands high, taking the other side. So if you'd like, you can bring your right hand to your waist. Left fingers reach up, try to touch the ceiling, gaze towards your fingers. And as you do that, reach your right hand to your right heel. Beautiful. Upward energy happening here as you press your pelvis forward. Good. Take an inhale and exhale. Good. Come up through center. Awesome job. Go ahead and release your toes and sit back here. We're going to sit in a hero's pose. So I'll show you two ways, or from two different angles. If you already know where hero's pose is, go for it. Otherwise, zip up your inner thighs. You're going to bring your ankles away from each other and then go ahead and sit in between your ankles here. All right. Awesome. If you are experiencing extreme pain in your knees, pull back. Maybe don't take this pose. Or if it's a little difficult, you can always take a block and place that right in between your ankles and sit down on that. That might alleviate some of that pressure. And you can take this to any degree, but to the best of your ability, keep your inner thighs squeezing together. Good. I'm going to face towards you. Awesome. Pause here for a moment. And let your palms rest face down on your thighs. Maybe close your eyes or soften your gaze. And continue to find ease in this challenging posture. I can sort of feel my hips like gripping back and forth. It's like right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And so with my breath, I'm going to take an inhale and send all that breath to these spaces like it's inflating like a balloon. And as I exhale, it's like it's rinsing out all of that tension. Awesome. Let's take 3 breaths together here. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Shift your weight forward. Come up out of this pose. Cross your ankles behind you and then send your legs long in front of you. Good. This time we'll take a forward fold. Inhale to reach your fingers to the sky, and exhale, fold over your legs, taking hold of whatever you can get your hands on. Just keep your hands connected to something on your body if you can. Even if you have a strap, maybe you can sort of bring your elbows in or something. We're creating a lot of prana through this practice, a lot of life force energy. And when we keep our hands connected, it's my belief that we just sort of keep recycling the energy back into ourselves. We're not ready to give it up yet. Good. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Lift your gaze. Lift your torso. One final posture. Scoot your tail forward. Come to lay on your back. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and let your knees fall open. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle. Maybe you know this as a butterfly. Whatever you call it, the sensation is the same. Let your palms rest face down on your belly, and we'll take 5 easy breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring your hands to the outside of your legs. Let your inner thighs come towards each other again. 2 knees to your chest. Nice good squeeze here, and then roll yourself up and come to a comfortable seat with your palms pressed to heart center. We'll take a moment here with this idea of bringing ease to something that might be challenging. I'll invite you to set an intention for your week ahead. Thank you so much for your practice. Namaste.